Good morning, students. Welcome to our online session. These classes we started with basic concept of computers, like what is software, types of software. Then we discussed classification of software, computer languages, translators. Then we moved to two concept called modular programming, structured programming. Then we discussed what is called algorithm and flowchart. Okay, today's session we will exactly start with programming concept in C. So from today's class it will be only concepts of C programming will be focused. Okay. To write any programming language, we should understand the basic terminologies of the programming language. Then only it will be easy for us to write. Okay. Directly, I can't teach you programming language. First, we should understand certain terms we use in the programming language. So next few another maybe 2-3 classes, we will discuss the terms we use in the programming language. Then we will start with our C program. Okay. To start with today's session, we will discuss about historical background of C program, because we should know, anyway we are going to learn this programming language, we should know what was the background about this programming language. To start with, C was evolved from a programming language called B. So our previous programming language was B. So we name this programming language as C. So the previous version of programming language through which C was designed is some of the C. It's not that one programming language. They used 2-3 programming language and derived this programming language. Like they use a programming language called ALGOL, BCPL, and B, and they introduced a programming language called C programming language. And this was designed by a person called Dennis Ritchie. In the second point I have mentioned, see Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories in 1972. So this was introduced by Dennis Ritchie, and Bell Laboratories is in USA. Okay. Some of the main key feature of C program when compared with the previous programming like B, ALGOL and all, in C program he introduced a new concept called data types, which was not there in the previous programming languages. And C program, if you can see the fourth point, it shows it was developed along with Unix operating system. You should understand operating system is a software, okay, which helps the computers to work. See, our computer, mobile phone, all is working with the help of operating system, a software which is installed before when you buy a computer only, these kind of operating system will be installed. So C program was designed on the basis of Unix operating system. So C program was strongly integrated with Unix operating system. And this was the initial development of C. Later stages, it's not that no, once they introduce a product, that only they will use it forever. See, every time they keep changing. Take our own phones and all. It's not that what they introduced 10 years before, whether that phones are there means no, every day new feature is coming, new features are being introduced. So once in our industry, once a product is introduced, they will keep on revising the versions. So in 1972, they introduced C. In 1983, one more institute like American National Standard Institute, ANSI, okay, they developed a approved modern version of C program, and it was approved also around 1989, and that kind of C we call it as ANSI C. So another version of C program, updated version, which was introduced by ANSI, American National Standard Institute was introduced, that is called ANSI C. And in 1990, ISO, International Standard Organization, also approved this programming language, and that version they called it as C89. These are the various versions. Not only that, some more versions are there in C. But these are quite famous versions of C programming language. So this is the historical background of C. Things you should remember is C was introduced from a programming language called B, and this was introduced by a person called Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories, USA in 1972-73 during that period of time. Clear? This is about the history of C program. Our next topic will be about we should know the features of C program. Why? It should have some important features. That's the reason we study as a subject, correct? So first point under this key feature is it is a procedural language. The first point it's given procedural language. Procedural language is the sense if you know the concept procedure how to write another thing, you can anybody can understand. You remember in a physics record observation note, you will write the procedure step by step. First you do, then you have to what you have to do. Like what why we write procedure, so that understanding the physics experiment will be like procedure. If you do and go, your physics experiment will work out very easily. Same way in this C program also there are certain methods or steps available. If you follow the same procedure, writing a program is very simple. So and that's the reason we call the C programming language as procedural programming language. Since that format is already designed, use the particular format in a correct place, then we can implement this program very easily. Okay, so we call this programming language as a procedural programming language. Next is it is fast and efficient. Fast and efficient in the sense when we compare with the previous programming language like B, ALGOL and all, this programming language seems to be very fast and efficient programming language. Then it has a concept of modularity. I think you remember we have discussed what is called modular programming also. Modular programming is a concept where I can divide my bigger program into small programs. When I can divide and execute, then I call it as modular programming. C comes under the concept of modular programming. So when you write a program in C, you can, it's not that you should write one big program and execute. You can divide the same program into small programs and then you can also execute. So C comes under the concept of modular programming. So we call it as modularity. Next, we call the C program as a structured programming. I think this point also we have studied already. What is structured format means already the formats has been predefined, and if you use those given structures and use it in a programming language, then I call it as structured programming language. C also comes under concept of structured programming language. And C is the fifth point, says that it is a general purpose language. If you can remember, we studied software is of two types. One is general purpose software and specific purpose software. In general purpose, so C comes under, it's not that it should be used only by one specific team like that and all. C is a programming language, anybody and everybody can use it and it is very simple to learn. So this comes under a general purpose language. And sixth point is the key features of C is it has got rich built-in operators. When compared with other programming language, it has varieties of operators. In a computer term, operators means the operation we perform with the help of these operators. Like if you can say addition, plus symbol, minus symbol, all these things are also an operators. Okay. All these things are performed with the help of it has a lot of it supports lot of operators. So this we say C program has rich built-in operators. Maybe about the operators and all, another 2-3 session we will discuss about these operators concept in detail. Seventh point says libraries with rich functions. Here when I say libraries, already designed concepts are being placed in the C program libraries. So you need to use, you just directly use it and it will make a program very simple. Rather than writing big program, if I can directly use this libraries, it will be easy. It's like using your Maggi noodles. See, if you have to make a normal noodles, it's a long procedure. But when we make a Maggi noodles, just put a boil water, put that Maggi noodles, put that masala given in that packet, 2 minutes noodles is ready. It's like this. In C program, there are a lot of functions available, built in, already ready-made available, just you can use it up. In your phone, if you buy, see, there are certain apps which is already installed, like clock, calendar, alarm. You don't know, you won't install, it will be already there. That is called built-in function. Already ready-made, it is available, we just need to use it. Same way in C also, there are a lot of function which is already available, you can directly use it. So we say it has got lot of library functions. Okay, that is about 7 point. 8 point says it is a middle level languages. Yes, C is a middle level language. We can't say it is a low level language because low level language means it comes under the assembly language and machine language. High level language means it comes under like programming like Java, VB and all. So it is a middle. It has a features of low level language also. It has a features of high level language also. So we call it as middle level language. Then it is portable. C is so much portable. Even in your mobile phone, there are certain apps available. You can execute C program. Any device, any machine, the old system, new system, latest version, anywhere you can execute this C program. So we call it as it is a portable language. Next, it is easy to extend. C program can be used for a basic programming programs like addition of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers, till a graphic designing. Even using C program, you can design a graphic programs, animated programs and all you can design using C. So it can be easily extended from a simpler program to a greatest extent. Okay, so these are the some of the key features of C programming languages which you should know. So today's session we finished two concepts. One was history about C program, then is features of C program. Third thing is, see, we are going to start with a programming language. As I told, to know the programming language, we should know certain terminologies. The first term which we are going to study is C character set. Character set means when I write a C program, what are the possible characters or options available? Okay, that I call it as C character set. Our next topic is about C character sets. So these are the character sets we can use to write a C program. What are the possible C character things is I have taken four things. One is letters. Next is digit. Third is special characters. Fourth is white spaces. Using these four things in our mind, we can write our C program. So when I say letters, it is a combination of uppercase alphabet A to Z and also lowercase alphabets A to Z. So when I say letters, it is our alphabets are possible. Then digits. Digit means it's a numbers. It is between 0 to 9. All the numbers is possible. Then we have special characters in C. Special characters, what do we call it as special character? Means the space symbol, comma, semicolon, colon, quotation mark, explanatory symbol. So many keys are available. Brackets, everything comes under special characters in C. Then white spaces means the space bar, enter key, tab space, all these things I call it as white spaces. So to write a C program, we should know C character sets. What are the C character sets? First is letters, then digits, then special characters, then white spaces. These are the four things which is available that to write a C program. These are the set of characters we require. So that's the reason they call it as character set. Okay. So possible letters is alphabets A to Z in small and capital letters. Then digits is possible with a combination 0 to 9. Special characters means what I say. Special character means this comma, semicolon, all the keys apart from alphabets and digit I call it as special characters. Then what is space means this enter, space bar, horizontal tab, all these things comes under white spaces. So to write a C program, we need all these character set. I will show you what are special characters. These are the some of the special characters we have in our keyboard. Okay, see like comma, colon, semicolon, question mark, all these things comes under special characters. Okay, so this is the first term we have studied in C program. What is C character set? See, it's a 5 marks question, such a simple question. When they ask what is C character set, you have to write the possible C character. The C character sets are letters, uppercase A to Z, lowercase A to Z, then digits, numbers between 0 to 9, then special characters, mention few of the special characters given in this chart, and last is white spaces. The 4 points, if you write 5 marks will be given. Okay, this is about C character set. So today's session we started with our C programming concept. So today we have seen 3 things. One is features of C, historical background about C, and also C character set. Watch this video, take down the notes in your notebook, and then along with this video I will send a Google form. Questions will be based on this session. In case if you have watched this video, you will be able to attend the quiz. Okay, the quiz that is for 2 purposes. One thing, for I want to check whether you understood this 3 concept, and also that quiz will be like your attendance. Whoever has taken the quiz, for them attendance will be given for this session. Okay, we will some more terms are there to study in our C program, that we will continue in our next session. With this we stop. We will see in our next session. Have a nice day.